And when we do things like this, it's like we're practicing carrying all the groceries in one go. Oh, that's over and back. Make sure that when you drop them though, you make sure you come to a complete stop, and then proper form, deadlift them down. What's up everyone, David here. Got a new video for y'all today, but before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new videos, because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so don't miss out. So for today's workout, arms, biceps, triceps, and forearms, because the forearms are part of your arm. They are a muscle group, so train them just like every other muscle group. We're gonna be working out arms. Remember, arms are the legs of the upper body. So let's get it. We're gonna start off with multi-grip bench press. We're gonna be doing 3 sets of 8 reps, and I'm talking about good quality sets. Warm-up sets do not count. Do all the warm-up sets you want, but once you start feeling it, that's set number 1. We need 3 good ones. Afterwards, we're gonna go into some neutral grip pull-ups. Same thing, 3 sets of 8. Afterwards, we're gonna go ahead and superset 2 exercises. First one, single arm tricep pushdowns for the triceps, supersetted with dumbbell wrist curls to build up the beefy part of the forearm. Again, we cannot neglect the forearms. Doesn't matter whether you're wearing a short sleeve shirt, a long sleeve shirt, 3/4, or a regular long sleeve and with it rolled up. What is the one muscle group that's always gonna be showing? It's gonna be your forearms. So we gotta make sure they look vascular. We gotta make sure we build them up nice and good. So that's gonna be it for that part of the forearm. Go ahead, do 3 sets of 12 reps each. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and superset concentration curls for the biceps and dumbbell wrist extensions, working the outer part. For those of you who, for whatever miracle, actually do train forearms, most likely you're working out this part more than this part. You're only doing wrist flexion, curling the hand in. And most likely you're not doing enough extension, all right? You're not doing enough of this. So we're gonna go ahead and superset those 2. Same thing, 3 sets of 12. And just to add a little bit of, some variety, some cardio, some grip strength, some posture, some functionality to this workout, we're gonna go ahead and do farmer's carry. Gonna grab the 110-pound dumbbells, 1 in each arm, shoulder blades back, pick them up, walk. Over and back 3 times, the length of the backyard right here. Real simple, farmer's walks, very functional, carries over to a lot of activities. I mean, think about it, every day we're gonna be picking something up and walking with it. So with that said, let's get into it. There we go, that's set number 1. Now, we may be wondering, if it's an arm workout, why are we doing bench pressing? Well, I'm glad I asked. Keep in mind, anytime you're doing any type of pressing variation, what are you doing on the elbow? You're forcing your elbow to lock out. What muscle group is responsible for that? Triceps. So what better way to work with the triceps than do a compound lift exercise? Think about it. Every other muscle group that we're trying to build up, we always emphasize the compound moves. You want bigger legs, we do compound movements like squats and deadlifts. We want a bigger chest, we do compound movements like the bench press. So why is it that arms is the only one where for some reason we only do isolation exercises? No, use the same concepts. You want to build bigger arms, use a lot of compound movements. So for the triceps, you're pressing variations. Now for me personally, I'm going with the multi-grip bar. It's pretty much just a bunch of different handles that you can do. Why is this exactly? I could do close grip bench press, which is what a lot of people do for triceps, but in reality, the grip on the bar has absolutely nothing to do with whether it's gonna be working your chest or your triceps. What does matter is your elbow positioning. Now, what exactly does close grip bench press allow us to do? When we normally bench press, our elbows are at a 45-degree angles. You see, they're not all the way flared out, they're not all the way tucked in. They're somewhere in between. When we do a close grip, what happens to our elbows? They're a little bit closer to our body. That's what this is mimicking. The closer your elbows are to your body, the more tricep emphasis it is, because ultimately, now it's really just emphasizing locking out that elbow. Hand position has nothing to do with it. It's just a matter of where your elbows are positioned. You keep them close to your body, more triceps. So that's why we're doing this. Want to get bigger triceps? Boom, hit the pressing variations. The more tucked in, the more triceps, the outer they are. A little bit more chest. If it's a little too far out, then some shoulder pain. So judge accordingly. So that was, as you can see, not just normal neutral grip pull-ups. I'm talking about weighted neutral grip pull-ups. I got 25 pounds hanging off my waist right here. Now, for me personally, when it comes to doing any exercise, especially if the goal is going to be to build muscle, is obviously you got to push yourself. A lot of people do these body weight exercises. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure this thing doesn't fall. I'm pulling off the Sam Sulek look right here. I got the microphone clip up in the hat. A lot of people do these body weight movements, but they're going non-stop reps, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You can still grow muscle as long as you're pushing to close to failure. It doesn't always have to be to failure. It's gotta be close to failure. But honestly, if I'm having to do an exercise where I can do 20 plus reps, I better add some resistance to it. So I could easily knock out 20 plus pull-ups with decent enough form, but I don't want to be there wasting my time doing that many reps. I'd rather just do some weight to add some more resistance on top of my body weight and pull myself up for 8 good working reps. I was about to say sets. But a lot of people also, they make the comparison and it was like, well, those are cheating. Those are not regular pull-ups. Bro, who cares? If your goal is to build up muscle, if you want to build up your biceps, you want to build up your back, does it really matter whether you're doing pull-ups or chin-ups? Neutral grip, supinated, pronated grips, does it really matter? Nah, do what you gotta do to feel the best results for your back and biceps. For me personally, yeah, I could do pull-ups, but for this type of workout and for what my goals are, I'm gonna be sticking with the neutral grip. Occasionally, I'll throw in the chin-ups so my palm's fully facing me, but for me, for the results that I want for my biceps and my forearms, I'm gonna go like this. Again, it doesn't really matter if you're doing pull-ups, chin-ups. I mean, just ignore what people say. It's like, oh no, that doesn't count as cheating. Listen, bro, unless you're in a competition that has strict rules of how you can do them, I wouldn't worry too much about it. If your goal is just to build some muscle, do what you gotta do, find out what works best for you, and actually get them going. So that was the first set. I'm gonna go ahead and knock 2 more sets out. Oh, okay, so that's 12 on each arm for the single arm tricep extensions or push downs, however you want to call it. There's been a slight change in plans from what was written on the board. In between sets, I was scrolling through TikTok, even though I shouldn't be, and I came across this forearm exercise. I'm like, oh, perfect, I'm trying forearms today, so I think I'm gonna swap out the dumbbell wrist curl with cable wrist curls. I'm like, I never really done it on a cable, so we're gonna see how it goes. So ultimately, it's the same motion. You're still moving your arm this way, but to be honest with you, I get bored of doing the same thing with a dumbbell or barbell. Let's switch it up a bit. Let's go with cables. So same thing, wrist starts off straight and then just curl the hand down. But regardless if I'm doing it with a cable machine or a dumbbell, I open up my wrist and I open up my hand so that the handle is at my fingertips. Close the hand and then boom, bring the whole fist down. So open up all the way to fingertips and then boom. And notice how my elbow is not moving. I'm not rowing it. It's not a rowing motion. It's just forearms. You want to hold onto your elbow to keep it from moving? Please do so. But this is all forearm right here. And I'm feeling the burn a little bit more than dumbbells. Low-key, this might be a winner. I actually like this one. That's a good one right there. I like that one. I mean, look at first set in, and I already got the what's it called? Forearm being going. Oh my god, I'm forgetting my English. Yeah, right there. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that.
Oh yeah, buddy. This is a roadmap to Gainesville. Okay, there we go. 12 reps each arm for concentration curls. Supersetted with, hold on, gotta move over. Supersetted with the most exciting exercise in the entire world. Nothing screams asserting your dominance in the gym than hogging up an entire bench just to grab a light dumbbell and move your fists upside and move your fist up and down with the palm facing down. This right here works the outer part of the forearm, oftentimes neglected, but it is a muscle group, so train it just how you would any other muscle. So again, nothing too fancy, just gotta rep it out. It's just one of those things where you gotta do it. It's like training calves. No one wants to do it, but you know you need to. Oh, okay, so that's the first set. I would like to point out as a pro tip for any of you who maybe are looking for a little bit more forearm work or just grip strength increases in general, anytime you're doing any type of curling motion or just any type of rowing motion, pull, back, bicep exercises, forearm exercises, go ahead and throw a fat grip on there. Make the handle, whatever it is that you're grabbing, a little bit thicker, and it's gonna work the forearm a lot more because now your fingers can't actually reach all the way across the bar, so your forearms have to work even harder to squeeze onto it. If you actually do have real fat grips, like from the brand fat grips, they work well, but I honestly, I'm not gonna be wasting my money on that. Instead, I just got a cheap pool noodle and I just cut it the length of a dumbbell handle, and then boom, I slide it on the handle. And what I actually like more about pool noodles compared to actual fat grips is actually like a harder material. It's not necessarily plastic or rubber, but somewhere in between. But these things, they're foam, so you actually, your hand sinks into it, so you actually have to squeeze a little bit harder than you would a normal fat grip, so it really is going to emphasize the forearms. For me personally, I like to throw it in my bicep curls and anything that I'm doing for forearms. So just a pro tip if y'all ever want to try that out. So real quick, had to chalk up. We're gonna go ahead and get the 110s, one in each hand, no straps, just gotta work on that grip strength. Pick them up, shoulder blades back, good posture, and just walk with it. Again, if you're gonna be working grip strength, I would advise you do it without straps. I mean, that's kind of the whole reason why you're doing a grip strength exercise in the first place, is because, you know, you wanna develop your grip strength. Don't always have to rely on straps. So let's go ahead and make this happen. We're gonna go over and back. That's one set, 3 times total. Oh. And when we do things like this, it's like we're practicing carrying all the groceries in one go. Oh, that's over and back. Make sure that when you drop them though, you make sure you come to a complete stop, and then proper form, deadlift them down. There you have it, everyone. That was the arm workout of the day. Again, arms are the legs of the upper body. So we got the biceps, we got the triceps, and we got the forearms. Stop neglecting your forearm. No one wants T-Rex arms. How many times have you seen those bodybuilders? They got massive biceps, huge triceps, skinny forearms. No, we got to be as balanced as we can. And other than just being balanced, I mean, if you train your forearms, there's a functionality aspect to it. I mean, think about how many times throughout the day are we picking something up and carrying it? That's all grip strength. When you go in for an interview and you shake that boss's hand, oh no, it doesn't matter what you say in the interview. It doesn't matter how you answer those questions. That grip strength, that handshake is what seals the deal. That's what determines if you get the job or not. Not whether you have the qualifications and all that bullshit. No. A good, firm, strong handshake, that's what's gonna land you the job at interviews. So train your forearms. What we did today, start off with our pressing movements and then our pulling movements. Again, you gotta emphasize the big compound movements. Doesn't matter if it's for biceps, triceps, or for chest and back. Basics are basics. Your basic pressing movements, your basic pulling / rowing, pull down movements, whatever you want to call it. Start off with multi-grip bench press. Again, you want to hit the triceps, keep the elbow a little bit more tucked in. Whether you do it with a straight bar and it's a close grip, your elbows are tucked in, or if you did it like the way I did, if you have access to a multi-grip bar, boom, elbows tucked in, a lot more emphasis on the triceps. Afterwards, moved on to neutral grip pull-ups. Whether you want to do regular pull-ups, neutral grip, or just regular chin-ups, doesn't matter. They're all bending the elbow, so it's gonna be some bicep work there. So went ahead and did them weighted because I can knock out a good amount with just my body weight, so that's not enough resistance for me. I gotta add a 25. I want to be hitting sets of 8 of good hard reps. Next, supersetted single arm push downs for triceps, and then changed it up last minute, decided to go with some cable forearm curls, which I actually ended up really liking. I'm not gonna lie, I think I like those more than regular dumbbell. For some reason, when I do dumbbell and I let my hand go all the way back, sometimes, not always, but sometimes I feel some wrist pain. And for this one, I didn't feel that at all because it didn't have that extra boom pressure bending it back. It was just up to here, hand up in the fingertips, close the hand, boom. This motion right here, that's what you want. That's gonna build up the big beefy part of your forearm. Afterwards, supersetted concentration curls for the biceps, and then dumbbell wrist extensions, hitting that outer part of the forearm right here. You gotta hit both sides of it. Everything 3 sets. The first 2 movements were 3 sets of 8, and then all the supersetted motions were 3 sets of 12. So a little bit higher rep range just to get some good blood flow into those muscles. And then finished off with 3 rounds of farmer's carry. Again, no straps. Got to build up that grip strength. Just a good foundation movement. I mean, we're always picking things up and we're always walking them from point A to point B. Just think of it like groceries. Do you want to make 2 trips? I never want to make 2 trips, so I'm going to make sure I train it so I can get them all going in one. Real effective arm workout. This is what's been helping me out. Comment down below what are some good arm exercises that work for you. What is just your general arm routine? Might as well try it out. I mean, why not? Also, comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diet, workout programs, whatever it is, comment down below. I'd be more than happy to make that video for y'all. More than happy to help y'all out. And then also be sure to subscribe not just to this channel, but my girlfriend's channel and our couple's channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. Because remember, we got new videos across the board for all 3 channels every week. This channel specifically every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, new videos, so don't miss out. And then Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me on my accounts, girlfriend's accounts, couples accounts. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, we'll catch y'all next time.